Good evening. Thank you for joining me for today's devotional. We're looking at Matthew 11:28 and Psalm 62. The title this evening is Longing for Relief. Matthew 11:28 reads, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Let me read the following verse of that as well. I'm going to read the entire passage from 25 to 30. It says, "At that time Jesus said, I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that you have hidden these things from the wise and intelligent and have revealed them to infants. Yes, Father, for this way was well-pleasing in your sight. All things have been handed over to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, nor does anyone know the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son determines to reveal him. Come to me, all who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is comfortable, and my burden is light." Amen. And our secondary passage today is Psalm 62. The title there is God Alone, a Refuge from Treachery and Oppression. And this psalm reads, "My soul waits in silence for God alone. From him comes my salvation. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I will not be greatly shaken. How long will you attack a man, that you may murder him, all of you, like a leaning wall, like a tottering fence? They have planned only to thrust him down from his high position. They delight in falsehood. They bless with their mouth, but inwardly they curse. Selah. My soul, wait in silence for God alone, for my hope is from him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my refuge. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my glory rest on God, the rock of my strength. My refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts before him. God is a refuge for us. Selah. People of low standing are only breath, and people of rank are a lie. In the balance they go up. Together they are lighter than breath. Do not trust in oppression, and do not vainly rely on robbery. If wealth increases, do not set your heart on it. God has spoken once. Twice I have heard this, that power belongs to God. And faithfulness is yours, Lord, for you reward a person according to his work." And so our commentary reads, again with our main text being on Matthew 11:28, the King James Version reads, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And our commentary reads thus, Christ now kindly invites those whom he sees are fit to become his disciples. Though he is ready to reveal the Father to all people, yet most are careless about coming to him because they are not convinced of their need to do so. Hypocrites are not concerned about following Christ because they are too intoxicated with their own righteousness. They need neither hunger nor thirst for his grace. In addition, those who are devoted to the world set no value on heavenly life. It would be useless, therefore, for Christ to invite these kinds of people to come to him. So he turns to the wretched and afflicted who labor or groan under a burden. That does not generally refer to those who are oppressed with grief and trials, but specifically to those who are overwhelmed by their sins, are filled with the alarm at the wrath of God, and are ready to sink under that weighty burden. God uses various methods to humble his elect, but since most people who are loaded with afflictions still remain obstinate and rebellious, Christ specifically calls those whose consciences are distressed by the fear of eternal death. They are so inwardly pressed down by their miseries that they faint, and this very fainting prepares them for receiving God's grace. Jesus tells us that most people despise his grace because they are not sensible of their poverty, but their pride or folly is no reason to keep back those afflicted souls that long for relief. And so our application for meditation today is thus: are you pressed out of measure because of the weight of your sin? Are you burdened by the thought of appearing before your eternal Maker and Judge? Do you long for relief from his impending wrath? If so, Christ kindly and gently invites you to come to him. He will give you rest. His yoke is light. Think on this evening, brothers and sisters. Have a great night.